Hello everyone. So continuing our topic of the steady state behavior of the infinite population by using the Markovian models, how we are going to represent the Markovian models, how we are going to represent the queuing models with the help of the Markovian models. So here it is based on what type of distributions we are following for the inter-arrival time and the service time, and how many servers are included in order to um, provide the service for the customers, and what is the capacity of the population and what is the capacity of our queue. So based on this, we have taken one example as single server queue with poison arrivals and the unlimited capacity. So in this we have, yeah, it can be represented as mg1 because we are considering it as m represents the Markov and or the exponential model, the distributions, and also like g represents it as a generally service time can be considered as general, and one represent that there is a single server, and if we are not giving any values for the calling population and for the queue length of the queue, then we have to consider it as infinite. Suppose that the service times have mean 1 by mu and vary in sigma square, and that there is one server. If p will be equals to lambda by mu less than 1, then the mg1q has a steady state probability distribution with steady state characteristics. So steady state behavior and steady state characteristics we have already seen. The quantity p equals to lambda by mu is the server utilization or long run proportion of time the server is busy. So here we are considering when the server will be busy, and for that we have considered the equation as p will be equals to lambda by mu, and this will tell us that the long run proportion of the time the server is busy. Steady state parameters of mg and 1 are. So we have to consider the steady state parameters here. We can see here the notations. Rho will be equals to lambda by mu. P is a server utilization, lambda is arrival rate, mu is a service rate, and L will be equals to rho plus rho square of 1 plus sigma square mu square divided by 2 of 1 minus p. L is a long runtime average number of customers in the system, and p is the mean service time. W will be equals to 1 by mu plus lambda of 1 by mu square plus rho sigma square divided by 2 of 1 minus p. W is a long run average time spent in the system per customer. WQ. WQ means equals to lambda divided by 1 by mu square plus sigma square divided by 2 of 1 by p. WQ is long run average time. WQ is long run average time spent in the queue per customer. LQ will be equals to p square of 1 plus sigma square mu square divided by 2 of 1 minus p. LQ is long runtime average number of customers in the queue. So here once and rho naught will be equals to 1 minus p. Uh, this will be the steady state probability of the customers in the system. So these are nothing but the long run measures or the long run performance measures which we are considering for poison arrivals and the unlimited capacity. That is it is a single server queue, and here we are finding out what are the equations which are used in order to find the long run proportions of the time. So here we have considered the steady state parameters also, and these are the values which will be considered for the steady state parameters. So once we have seen the example for steady state behavior of the queuing system, then next we are going for networks of queue. So here many systems are naturally modeled as networks of single queues in which customers departing from one queue may be routed to the another queue. So that is in one queue they will complete the service, and they may be moved to the some other queue in order to get some other service. So this is nothing but networks of queues. The following results assume a stable system with infinite calling population and no limit on system capacity. Provided that no customers are created or destroyed in the queue, then the departure rate out of the queue is the same as the arrival rate into the queue over the long run. So here we have to consider one condition, that the no customer will be leaving the queue in between, or he will be joining the queue in between. So if this thing is considered, then whatever will be the arrival rate, that will be the departure rate also. So it will be same, it will not be changed. If customers arrive to qi at rate lambda I and a fraction pij, which is less than or equals to 0 and less than or equals to 1 of them are routed to qj, then upon departure, then the arrival rate from qi to qj is lambda I pij is over long run. So that is, so if there is one customer who arrives to qi at the rate lambda I and a fraction pij, which lies in between 0 and 1 of them, and are routed to qj upon departure, then the arrival rate will be lambda I pij as a long run measure. The overall arrival rate into the qj, lambda I is the sum of the arrival rate from all source. If customer arrives from outside the network at rate ai, then lambda j equals to aj plus sigma summation of a I lambda I pij, a n I lambda I pij. So if qj has ci less than infinity parallel servers, each working at rate mu, then the long run utilization of each server is given by pi will be equals to lambda I divided by ci mu I. We have to consider the value of mu also. So here, if they are working parallelly, if all the queues are working parallelly, then we have to consider this equation. If they are one queue, the customer has to leave one queue and he has to join into the other queue, means we have to consider this as a rate, long run utilization rate. So, and pj is less than 1 is required for queue to be stable. If for each qj arrivals from outside the network form a Poisson process with rate a, and if there are ci identical services delivering exponentially distributed service times with the mean 1 by mu, then in a steady state queue, j behaves like a mmc queue with the arrival rate of, here it is given lambda j will be equals to aj plus sigma a I lambda I pij. So this is considered as the distribution which consists of mmc, and the calling population is infinite, and also the queue length is also infinite. So once we are familiar with all these things, this is a completion of the part 1 of module 2, and in this part we have learned, we will take one quick recap of whatever we have learned here. Like we have seen the characteristics of the queuing model, the system capacities, arrival process, then we have also seen the characteristics of the system. Here what are the different characteristics of the system, and queue behavior and the queue discipline, and the service times and the service mechanisms. And also we have seen the queuing notations, how we are going to represent the queuing systems based on the Kendall's notation. And also we have seen what are the different other types of queuing notations used, and how we are going to calculate the long run measures of performance of the queuing system. So it is based on the customers who are in the queue system and who are in the queue, and who are waiting in the system and who are waiting in the queue, and also the server utilization or population of time that the server is busy. And then after this, we have seen the steady state behavior of the infinite population by using the Markovian model, how we are going to represent the Markovian model. And also we have taken one example as MG1, which consists of the Poisson arrivals and a single server queue with unlimited capacity. And after this, we have seen the networks of queues. In networks of queues, there are three different scenarios used here. First scenario is when the customer will be leaving one queue and he will be joining the other queue, when there are parallel queues, and those parallel queues will lead to the servers who will be in parallel, and also will be giving the service in parallel. And also for each queue j arrivals from the outside the network form a Poisson process with a rate A, and if there are CI identical services delivering exponentially distributed service times with the mean 1 by mu, then in steady state Qj behaves like a MMC, that is Q with the arrival rate we have. So this is about the first part of the second model, that is a queuing systems. Thank you.